My name is Ekin. I'll be your dungeon master and your guide into this world of Dungeons and Dragons. We'll have some new players, so welcome everyone who's new to our D&D game. We'll get you ready to play, and then welcome back everyone who's returning for some more D&D.
Yo, I,
Thank you for joining again. Hello,
yo,
Magic.
I can
Welcome. We're
how to
about to
play
start.
D&D.
Yes, I'll teach you. All right. Let's see. So, to get started, I will introduce you all to what is D&D and how to play it, and then we'll get you ready to play, pretty much. Okay. So, Dungeons and Dragons, right? It is a fantasy adventure role-playing game, pretty much about campaigning for fame and fortune. You're an adventurer, a soldier of fortune. You go out to hunt monsters, treasures, and bounties from dungeons guarded by dragons in a dangerous medieval land full of magic and monsters. It's pretty much what it is. But the whole goal of the game, of course, is not just to get gold and glory and win the game, but also just to have fun, tell stories, and live to tell the tale, right? Create the memorable experiences with your friends. So you get together with your friends, and you just tell stories by playing this game. That's it. So now you know what D&D is. We're gonna. Oh, she is gone, or maybe she will be back. But now I'm going to teach you how to play D&D. It's very easy to play D&D. So, pretty much, there's a dungeon master who will be your guide into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. That will be me, and you are the player. The player gets a character. So
My
this
man.
game is. Hello, Kimpachi. Welcome. We are just starting. I'm introducing the game right now to everyone who's new.
Thanks, man.
So
I'm like very new. I don't know anything about it.
it's okay. Did someone invite you?
Yeah.
Oh, could you tell me who invited you?
Avero.
Oh, okay, very good. Thank you, Alvaro, for inviting your friend. Um,
Yeah.
Yo, you wanna play D&D?
yeah, he's here to play. All right, thanks for joining us. We're playing D&D BX with house rules, and pretty much we're gonna be telling stories of. Oh shoot, getting a phone call. 1 second. Hello. All right, sorry about that. My friend called. Okay, so we left off with. Let's see. Oh, Sosa texted me. 1 second. That's down to come play if he's available. All right. Anyway, um, thanks for sticking around, Evro and Kenpachi. I'll introduce you guys to the game. I already told you what the game is about. It's about getting golden glory, living to tell the tale, right? But now I'm going to tell you how to play. So to play it, so a dungeon master will describe to you the world of Dungeons and Dragons, help you experience the world around you, and once you can imagine the scene in your head, you're going to then think about what you want to do, discuss it with your fellow party members, and then choose your action. Once you know, you can try anything you want to get to win the game, right? To get monsters killed and find treasure. But then once you choose your action, the dungeon master will tell you the results of your action with a roll of some dice. So you declare an action, and then the dungeon master responds and tells you what happens. That's it. That's how you play D&D. It's very simple, right? Like you're getting a fortune told to you. I'm like your fortune teller. Okay, so that's all there is. Before you can play, you're going to need a character. So, oh, your friend is gone? Okay. Well, thanks for staying around, Evro. We'll get to your character next. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Alright, we're gonna start with rolling your ability scores. The first ability you have is Strength. Your character has 8 Strength, which means she's kind of weak. 3 to 8 is considered low. 9 to 12 is average. 13 to 18 is high. Okay, so if you have your notepad out, go ahead write STR tag 8. You have 8 strength.
Oh, do I need to get like a pencil and a notebook?
It will help. You can use your phone, you can use a pencil and paper. I prefer pencil and paper, so you can draw it too.
Okay.
But it's your choice. Alright, tell me when you're ready. But so far, STR tag 8.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright, next is your intelligence. You've got 14 intelligence, so you're very smart. Alright, so your next ability is wisdom. Okay, you've got 15 wisdom. You're very wise. Next
Wait,
is, hmm?
15?
Yes, 15. 1 5. Alright, next is your dexterity. You're very slow and clumsy though. 3 dexterity.
No.
The lowest score possible, sadly. Alright, your constitution is 11, and your charisma is 6. Okay, now you have to choose a class. So there's 7 classes to choose from. Cleric, fighter, magic user, thief, and dwarf, elf, and halfling. Based on your scores, because you're very smart and wise, I recommend magic user, which is like a witch that can use magic spells, or cleric, which is like a holy man that can use the power of God. Right. So which would you like?
Can I choose the wizard?
Yes. All right. You'll be a magic user. Okay. Next is your hit points. Is how hard you can get hit before you're killed. Magic users have 1 to 4. You have no bonus. You start with 2 hit points. So if you take 2 points of damage, you're dead. Okay. So you're kind of not the strongest, but you're very smart and you have magic spells. Alright. Next, your gear, your equipment. These are your items. You have a set of clothes and a spell book. Okay, so just the 3. Clothes and spell book. You can write this down in your notepad. You have 1 set of clothing and 1 spell book. Additionally, you have a spear and a sling. You also have a backpack, and you have a tinderbox. You have a pouch, 6 torches, and you also have, let's see, a 50-foot rope. You also have um, a hammer and 5 iron spikes. So you're well equipped. You've got a lot of supplies. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good job. Thank you. Uh, Next is your name. Now you get to choose your name for your character. You have to choose a medieval name. So what name would you like?
I'm just gonna use my nickname Avi.
Avi? Okay. So you'll be Avi of House Avril. Is that fine? Okay. And then you get spells. You can get 2 random spells, one of your choice, or 2 Dungeon Master picked spells. So would you like me to pick? Would you like random ones, or would you like to pick? Hmm? Evra?
What?
Do you want to pick your spell? Do you want me to pick, or do you want random spells?
Oh, can you pick? I don't really know how to.
Alright, you're gonna start with two spells. They're called Read Magic and Detect Magic. Read Magic will allow you to use new magic items that you find, right? You can read the runes and use new spells. Detect Magic will allow you to find magic, right? Or sense for magic in the area, such as magic objects, monsters, items, areas, and such. It will glow for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so write that down. You got Read Magic spell and Detect Magic. Alright, now you're ready to play. Thank you. So now just hold tight. We gotta get everyone else ready to play too. Alright, so we're now going to try to get, let's see. Alright, so let's get everyone else ready now. So let's go down the list. Uh, Boomer, you want to play as Stefano?
Yep.
Alright, is Stefano based in Conrali or Gevelon?
Yeah, well,
He's in Gevelon? Okay, so most likely we'll be venturing out from Gevelon. Let's see. Uh,
mhm.
Real quick, is Gudrick in Gevelon or Conrali? Next.
I believe you hear next. He might not know he's muted.
Okay. Valo, do you know if Lucas is in Gevelon or Conrali?
He's a con rally, so I guess I'll roll a new one.
Okay, and Zera, is Zera in Conrali or Gevelon?
Zara, you there?
Zera. Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
He might have gone to
Okay.
sleep.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna assume we're gonna start from actually, we'll let Avril pick. Avril, what do you like more? A village called Gevelon or a village called Conrali? Since she's new, she'll be a random decision.
Oh, village. Wait, what's the name?
There's the village of Gevelon, which is represented by a swan, or there's a village of Conrali, which is represented by eagle feathers. What do you want your hometown to be? Your
Can I
country?
choose like I mean, what?
So this will be your hometown, right? Where your character was born. You can be from the village of Conrali, which is a medieval village that's represented by eagle feathers, or you can choose Gevelon, which is the swan, right?
Village of Conrally.
All right, the eagle feathers. Very good. So
All right.
that's where we'll start. In that case, Boomer, if you want to play Stefano, you can't really, right? You have to choose a different
That's fine.
character for this one.
Um. Okay.
All right. So Boomer, who are you gonna play as instead? New character or?
Since we have such a low party, yeah, new character.
All right. Your strength is gonna be 13.
All right. 1 second. Keep going.
Intelligence, oops, is gonna be 9.
All right.
Wisdom is 12.
Okay.
All right. Dexterity is 9.
All right.
Okay. Constitution is 14.
Good.
Charisma is 11. All right.
Okay.
What class? I recommend fighter or yeah, dwarf.
Or what?
Fighter,
Okay. Cool.
dwarf, or cleric.
I'll go dwarf again.
Okay, you start with 1 to 8 hit points. 4 with a +1 bonus, 5.
Alright.
Your items include your clothes and let's say we get your clothes and a bag so far. Along with that, you'll get a sling.
Hmm.
You also get, let's see, a gambeson, and a spear.
How much does shield cost?
2, and a shield. How's that?
Fine.
Alright, that's all your items. What's your name?
I'll get back to that.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Next, USS?
Yeah. I guess I'll be using Goldrick because
Yep,
he's in
Conrally.
yeah, Corn Valley.
Alright, very good. So, let's go over your preparations. Make sure you get paid from your last adventure, which took place, let's see. Mm, looks like it took place in late January of year 14. You were with a very large group. You lost 2 torches and gained no money, unfortunately.
Yep. I
Alright,
should have what, three torches left, right?
let me look. Let's see. Subtracting 2 from what you've got. Okay. It says you have, yeah, 3 torches left. Good job.
Okay. Let's see here. And I should have 14 silvers, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I would like to purchase some. How does the flaming oil thing do? Do I have to make something special for it to like be able to like light it and throw it?
You can just light it with a tinderbox or torch and then throw it and it will explode or light up in
Okay.
flames, right?
Okay. All right. I would like to purchase like two of those.
Okay, 10
Uh,
silvers. Very good.
yep.
A classic OP weapon in old school D&D.
And I guess that will be it.
Good to go. Alright. Next is Vala as Lucas. Let's see. Lucas is in Conrally, so
Yeah, so I'll play him.
let me check your last adventure. Looks like you
Should
might
have
definitely
50
oh,
silver.
50 silver? Let's see. Oh, it was yeah, 50. Very good. Okay, let me add this to your sheet. Lucas.
I got three torches, guys, and a rope. So
Sorry, I'm having a hard time finding him. Oh, there he is. Okay. 52 silvers. Should we upgrade your kit?
Sure, yep. Sounds
Okay.
good.
First thing I recommend is the Masterwork Heavy Gambeson for 30 silvers. Is this fine?
Yeah, and then does anybody need my heavy gambeson? Goldrick or
I'll
if
take it.
you, oh, okay, then you take it. You take it, Bruni. Dwarf.
Yeah, what's your name, Boomer?
Yeah, change. Yeah, you gotta fix that so we don't get
Oh
confused.
yeah. Oh, you can call me Dimly.
Well, I'll give my heavy Gambison to Boomer's character, Dimly,
Dimly.
and then I'll buy the master heavy work Gambison.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, what do you want to do with your old Gambison, Dimly? You can give it to the rookie Avi if you want.
Who's the? Yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll give it to the rookie. Show some kindness.
Okay. She's got body armor now. And then back to Lucas. Okay, so Lucas, you're down 30 silvers. So you're at 22.
Okay, let's see.
Recommend maybe a heavy shield or heavy helmet next.
I'll do the heavy helmet because I gotta carry a torch usually.
Okay. 10 silvers. You're down to 12.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else?
Looking.
What about longbow and 20 arrows?
I already have a sling. My dex is pretty bad, so I'm not usually doing range, anyways. Can I just do a normal shield then? No.
Yeah. Cost 2 silvers. You're down to 10.
Okay, that's gonna be it for me. Oh,
Alright,
and I
awesome.
do want to hire Fiametta.
Okay. Let me see if she accepts. Standard offer.
Yep, 1 silver and half share.
Bonus is, let's see
I got a
here.
+0 for charisma.
1 for alignment, 1 for family. So that's a 7 plus 2 is 9. Accept. So it's an accepted offer.
Okay.
Good. Alright, she's back in.
And
Alright.
that's it for me.
Awesome. So Sarah's next, the Acolyte. So let's see, looking over on your sheet and your past expedition. It says you made no money. You were wounded. That's it. Is that okay? Zero. So no preparation for you. Still got nothing to buy. No money to spend. So, any questions or concerns?
Does he need anything?
I think Zeros is asleep.
Zero, you with us?
He said he was trying to stay awake earlier.
Yeah, I think they're asleep.
Okay. I'll just disconnect them.
Oh, hate to see it.
Alright, we dwindled down to just a handful of characters.
Oh my god.
Alright, so next is, let's see, we'll get your retainer ready. She got 14 silver from the last adventure. You said Fiametta, right?
Yep.
Okay. The silver goes to
Uh,
her. She'll just store it. Let's see. Or she'll just actually she'll upgrade her kit. She'll sell her old Gamson for 1 silver, pretty much. Buy a new one to get the heavy Gamson. So from 14 to 15, minus 6 to 9. She also gets a helmet. So she's now at 4 silvers. Then she also will buy a spear. She did not originally have any good weapons.
I thought
Oh,
she
wait,
originally had a spear.
wait, wrong character sheet. I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back. Fiametta. There she is. Wrong sheet. Okay, so she's gonna get 9, or she's gonna get, yeah, 14 silvers. She's going to. She did not have a Gamson actually. She's buying one right now. So 14 minus 6 is 8. So heavy Gamson. And she bought a helmet, so she's at 3. Alright, with her last 3, she's going to get nothing. She's gonna save it. That will go into her backpack. Alright, that's it.
I think she's heavy now.
She might be, yeah.
Yeah, she's over at 80 load, so she's heavy.
Hey, never ask
Okay.
a
I have a
woman her weight,
question,
man.
Ethan.
What was that? You have a question?
Yes. Would it be possible for me to have a spear point placed on my 10-foot pole?
That would just be a spear, yeah. Or a pike at that point, right?
Okay.
Do you wanna just buy a spear then? I suppose. Or you mean to put a spike, an iron spike there?
Yeah, on my 10-foot pole. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do that. That's fine. Just a spiked 10-foot pole.
Question.
Hmm?
Can
Oh,
I?
if I'm sorry, if I use it as a as like a spear or pole arm, how much damage would it do? A
It
D6?
would probably deal a D3 or D2. And yeah, it would probably deal a D3.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could pass off some equipment from my other character in Conrad.
Okay. Uh, from who to from who?
Lorenzo and Dimly.
Alright, let me find Lorenzo's sheet.
Okay.
I tried to get Carm and Ayubi, but no response.
Their morale is broken.
The adventuring life is sometimes too much.
No, they're just busy probably. So. All right, Lorenzo, what are you trying to transfer or trade?
I want to trade my my heavy helmet and mail.
Okay, you give
And
him
just
your
a
heavy
little.
helmet and you give him your mail. Okay.
Lorenzo's probably going to permanently retire,
Okay.
most likely. And some silver.
Okay. How much silver? You have 0 silvers on him.
For Lorenzo,
Yeah, it says 0.
I thought he earned some from last adventure.
Well, let me check.
Yeah, you paid me, bro.
Now I gave you only 7 out of my 27.
All right. Lorenzo made 21. Okay, so you want to give him 21?
No, not. No, just give them 7. And the. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. So Lorenzo, from 21, you lose 7, so you're down to 14.
Okay.
Keep in mind, we're eating pretty heavy into prep. Let's see.
Sorry.
Let's try to speed this up.
Uh-huh.
All right, give me
Question,
a
DM,
7
is it too late
silvers.
to join or no?
It's not too late. If you have no preparations, then you should be good.
Okay. I had sent you a video of the rolls that I made for the new character. I don't know if you got it.
I'll have a look at it, or you can just tell me.
Okay. I think I wrote it down. Let me look for it real quick.
And that silver econ,
Mhm.
I'll use it to get some more equipment.
Okay.
By
Very well.
torch.
What equipment do you want?
Javelin and a hand.
Javelin,
torch, you
hand
said?
axe.
No?
Alright. Javelin, hand axe. That's 6 silvers. No, wait. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, hand axe is 4 now.
Alright.
Or
So you're
6?
at 1 silver.
I'll buy a torch.
You're at 9 coppers. Where do you put your? Oh, in the bag. Okay, very good.
Bag.
You bought a torch. Okay. Alpha, you
That's
ready?
everything.
I'm looking at the video real quick.
What's your strength?
That is going to be. Let me see here. Strength is 13.
Okay, intelligence. By the way, I don't normally do this, but
Intelligence.
I trust you, so I normally
Yeah,
never
yeah.
let anyone
And
do this.
I sent you a video too. Intelligence is 10.
10. Okay. Wisdom.
Wisdom is 13.
All right. Dexterity.
8.
All right. Constitution.
9.
And charisma.
Charisma was 16.
All right. Hit
Health
points.
is 2. And then silver
What class did you pick?
was. That's what I was gonna ask you. I didn't know what class would go good
Well,
with
your
those
class
stats.
determines your hit die, so I don't know what you rolled for hit. How'd you get 2 hit points then?
Yeah, 2 hit points, and then silver was
Wait. So what class did you pick? Because your class determines your hit points.
um fighter.
Okay, so you rolled a d8 when you rolled?
Oh no, I rolled a d6.
Okay,
I didn't
so
know.
I'll just roll for you.
Okay.
Alright, you get 6. Alright, and for money, what'd you roll?
9 silver.
Alright, I'm just gonna grab your equipment, is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, you've got clothes, and you've got a bag. You've got a gambeson. Let's see, that's 4 of the 9. You've got a spear. Alright, that's 7 of the 9. You've got a sling. That's 8 of 9. And your last silver went to, we'll go with, you'll get the spade.
A
And then
spade.
yep, a spade. You'll get a tinderbox, a torch, and 1 bandage. Okay. Alright, that's it.
And what was my hit points you said?
You have 6 hit points.
Okay.
Alright, and your name?
Romero.
Romero. Okay, Romero the veteran, first level fighter. Alright, very good. So we're now done with preparations. Everyone, thank you for your patience and preparing with us. We'll take a small break, take a 5-minute break. Go ahead and use the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. When you come back, we'll start the adventure. Thank you everyone for your patience.
We're gonna get our ass kicked.
Hey, look,
No
man,
parry.
I got 17 armor class. Okay, I'm good.
We're not going back to that castle, by the way. Not without the clerics.
So where
Yeah.
where we going?
New
We'll probably
dungeon.
ask for if there's like a new dungeon.
Yeah, I know there's other dungeons.
You know, we
What is
never
it?
Boomer,
checked
why are
the
you
upstairs.
retiring?
The other side of that
Lorenzo?
castle, upstairs.
Boomer, why are you retiring Lorenzo?
Or at least I'm retiring him until we get another full party.
You said you retired him permanently.
Oh, like I might. Because we might go back to Gavelon. So
Oh.
it depends on how things go.
Starting now?
We're just taking a 5-minute break. Then we're gonna.
Oh yeah, Nags, I can give you some of my torches because my retainer's heavy.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because you know, I had 3 torches. I didn't know if anybody else had any torches.
She has 7, so I can give you like 5, so she can get down down to medium.
I think I'm heavy with all my armor.
Okay.
We should still be able to get there in a day though, even if.
Yeah.
Oh,
A heavy magic user is not good.
heavy dwarf on the other hand makes more sense. They're more
What's medium? What let me go check.
medium. You move like 90
You have to
feet,
be under 80 pounds for medium.
or yeah, under 80.
It's
Or
gonna be
it's
rough.
is it
Take
is it
let me
80 or
see.
under? You could still use all your thief skills.
Yeah,
Even if
yeah,
you're
no,
heavy.
no. I want to stay. I'm at medium now, but I want to stay medium. He's handing me
Yeah.
torches. I
Well,
don't think I can take those
if you
all
want to
those
carry
five
more equipment,
torches.
well, what type of equipment do you got?
I don't even
What to
have
load?
armor, but I got my keys, daggers, slings, uh, silver stones and regular stones, 10-foot pole, pickaxe, my pack, rope, net, hook, and flaming oil too.
That's
Oh,
it.
jeez. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, and I'm
And
at
that makes.
71 right now.
Oh no, you're light.
That's not light. That's medium.
Oh, it's
That's
medium. Oh
medium.
no no no. Oh
Yeah.
yeah no no yeah. You're medium. Oh well, you're medium. That's still all right. You could put some of that on your horse necks until you have to use it. I mean,
Well, we could use all that stuff when we're in the dungeon, man.
yeah,
Wait, can I ask a question?
yeah.
Sure.
Are all of you guys like under in the age of 18 in here?
You're asking that to nags?
Everybody. No,
Like,
boomers under 18, but all of
Yeah.
us. I guess the rest of us are over 18.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm over 18.
wait,
Mhm.
does that mean like I'm the youngest in here?
How old are you? If you don't mind.
I'm also under 18.
Oh, I'm still in like high school.
Same.
All right.
How did you get interested in Dungeons and Dragons?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's been roughly 5 minutes, so we're gonna get this adventure started. So, for those who are not familiar with the region, or those who are returning as per usual, we'll be setting out from a village called Conralia. It is symbolized by the feathers of an eagle. This is for anyone starting here, your hometown. Okay? You're in the kingdom of Durnan. You're in the duchy of Durnan. And this is your country, right? You are among one of the most respectable traits in this world of Dungeons and Dragons, which is adventurer. Soldiers of fortune, hunters of monsters, treasures, and bounties, right? And you seek dungeons guarded by dragons to acquire dragons guarded by dragons, and you seek that to, of course, acquire fame and fortune. Sorry. Um, so that's the goal of the game, to get the gold and glory, right? To take risks for rewards. This week, it is currently, I think, March, the middle of March of year 14 in our campaign. And we're joined by a small party, but they will be setting out very soon. They will need to decide where they want to go, what they want to do, and then we shall leave the walls of your village. Okay, so let me put the map down. Alright, so Conrali is here, so put a token to represent your position on the world map. So you're starting from Conrali, and there's many places you might go throughout this land to acquire your fortune. But the local ruin near your village is the Tomb of Westerpool, an old ancestral tomb that used to be a somewhat proud stronghold to the west, collapsed in on itself, burying the stronghold below it and all of its inhabitants, treasures, monsters, and such. Now adventurers campaign against it, hoping to perhaps recover some of the treasures, kill some of the monsters, and maybe retake it, make it a human territory again. So you can continue the campaign against the tomb if you want, or you can do otherwise. You can do other things, of course. You can freely roam the land in your search for monsters. You can take on the quest. It's up to you. Tonight you find yourself at the Red Cardinal Tavern. Okay, so it's a nice and warm establishment with food and drink. You talk over your maps, and you'll need to decide what you plan to do. So who has an idea? What should we do for this adventure?
Ekin, are there any rumors of a new of old ruins or anything nearby that we know of since we're from here or that we've heard of?
The Tomb of Westerpool is the closest ruin.
Mhm. Any other ruin?
They say in Shadow Lake, there's a strange cavern, uh, very dangerous cavern out there in Shadow Lake that monsters seem to dwell in. They believed it to be the lair of a dragon, right? And there's far southeast, if you're willing. There's the old Smoky Hill. Uh, the hills are full of smoke usually. They believe a strange race of monsters dwell there, right in those hills. Anyone who approached it do not really get to escape, but it's in coastal hills. It's pretty swampy over there, a marsh, so to speak. Right? Anyone who enters those hills and go deep into it do not typically return, and those who do, um, they come back in horror, right? Like they're broken men, right?
Well, that's not for
So
me.
another demi-human race out there in those hills.
Hmm.
I think the
Well,
cavern might be our best bet, guys, because I don't want to deal with the undead.
yeah,
Yeah.
undead. No one does.
And that the Smoky Hill does not sound good either.
Yep.
So this the
At least
cavern
with dragons,
north
you
of Shadow
can
Lake. Yeah,
Like a shadow
at least
thing.
with dragons you can flatter them.
you guys want to
You
try
will.
Shadow Lake in the mountains?
How far is the travel to Shadow Lake?
You can use the river to navigate to Shadow Lake, but there's a lot of ways you can get lost out there. The river has many different branches, so to speak. If you don't follow the right path, you can easily get lost in those mountains. But there's a large lake within the valleys of the mountains in the center of it, the heart of the mountains, which is Shadow Lake. They say there's a village out there, the Black Forest village, toward the east of it, but no one really knows of it too much. It's not a very well-known settlement. Uh, they're
Okay.
very quiet people
Can we
living
hire
out
a
there,
guide?
and
So
yes,
assuming we took the right path, how long would it take to get to the cavern from Conrali?
well, you'll have to travel through either the mountains right away, or first you'll have to get through open grasslands. That's about 3 miles. After that, um, you can push forward. There's a road that goes through the mountains along Shadow Lake. You can use that to get there if you want. However, it's a very long road. It winds and goes along the river, so you can't go straight there. You basically will follow the river and use the road. But it goes along the river all the way to Castle Eagle Cliff. So that's the citadel of, or one of the citadels, I suppose, of the Kingdom of Dornan. So it's a keep.
Mm.
It's not a citadel. The citadel is over here, Citadel of Dornan, which is further northeast along the sea.
Mm.
Right, it's a harbor town or a sea coast town. Right, lots of trade can happen there. But anyway, far to the north in the mountains is Castle Eagle Cliff. Is what the road leads to. So you can use the road to actually get to Shadow Lake. But then from the road you have to venture north of the lake to find the cavern. The cave of Shadow Lake. So they say the cave used to it's the lair of a dragon in the mountains, right? Long ago, but no one has really been there recently. At least not from this village. It's been a long time. They say that to get there is also very treacherous in those mountains. People talk about the rumored or mythical goatmen that live there in the
Hmm.
mountains.
You know, are there any quests in town you can?
You want to look around the town for a quest?
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
I
down
don't
in
think we have
that.
enough. I don't think we have big enough
Yeah,
party for
there's
this. That
nothing
sounds
happening
dangerous.
there. Yep.
might as well. Never gone on a
You
quest
might spend
before.
all day looking for a quest, right?
The
What a
quest
crew
isn't
like
going to pay
yours.
much, guys,
Yeah.
but
It's fine. You know
yeah,
how
I
to
guess we'll
like.
do a quest. So we'll search around for one because we don't have the manpower for that cavern for sure, and we don't have clerics for the undead.
Okay. So they've discussed over their maps and such, starting from Clone Rally, and they think that they want to look around the village for a quest. Any other input or objections? Most of the party's on board with finding a quest, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, let me fix your name, Avril. You're gonna be Avril, who plays as Avi, the medium, right? Are you a magic user? Yeah. Alright, thank you everyone who changed your name, right? Appreciate. Let's see. Okay, so it's time to search for a quest. You know, later in the night you discuss the map. You're like, this place is too dangerous. We can't go here, right? The tomb of Westboo is off limits since we have no cleric. And you know, you finish your drink and food and figure out that you would rather look around town to find a quest. So now you get to find someone to offer you a quest, right? So you want to search during the night or you want to wait till morning?
Wait till morning.
Okay. In the morning, the five of you plus your retainer, right? You hired. Who's your retainer? Is it
Via meta.
Fiametta? Okay. So let me introduce the cast real quick. I forgot. But in your party this week, of this week is again middle of March, year 14. So I'll introduce everyone. Give you guys a moment to speak if you need to say anything. But first, House joining us is House Alpha. As they joined a little late, but House Alpha, who joins us as Romero the veteran, a rookie, right, a recruit or a new adventurer. So Romero F1. Okay. Of House Avril, a new household in the village, right? This house joined us with Avi, the medium, first level magic user. Alright, and of House Boomer, another new character, but not a new house. Let's see, an old house. We got Dimly, Dwarven Veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just writing this down. Alright. Alright, and of House Nags, very old house, quite respectable too. We'll have Gudrick, the Footpad, second level thief. And last but not least, we'll have Lucas, the veteran of House Valo, very respectable house, right? Let's see. He is joined by his retainer, also of his household, Fiametta. What class is she?
She's a magic user.
Okay, good to go. So we got two magic users, one dwarf, two fighters, and a thief. Not bad. Alright, we're heavy hitters then. Let's see. Um, from here, you guys will look for your quest. You know, you spend the night out in your camp on the outskirts of the village of Conrally, right? Just beyond the walls in the countryside. Many people still live out beyond the walls. In times of war or attack, so they can fall back to the walls and take safety there. But people, at least the poorer people, or free men, will settle the outer lands, the lands beyond the walls, just right outside the walls. So you're outside here too, settled in on an open patch of grassland where no one really bothers you. You your band of mercenaries, right, has a small camp. There's just mainly consists of a large bonfire and some woodland shelters, right? So you wake up in the morning, and there's some breakfast. It's not much, but it's what you can afford off the land. Maybe fish, maybe some fruits and vegetables, right? You enjoy your very poor breakfast, I suppose, right? The food that you foraged over the past few days as a band of hunters, right? And now you need to decide where you want to go to find a quest.
Is there a quest board in the tavern?
All right, we'll go to the tavern, look for a board there. Um,
Mm.
you look for a board. There's no board in the tavern. There is,
Mm.
however,
I
a few flyers showing missing people and wanted men, right?
Mm. The missing people posters. What details do they have?
There's a total of just one missing person photo. If recovered, it looks like someone's daughter. Uh, there's a bounty of 10 silver on it. A merchant's daughter went missing. So 100 coppers is the bounty, if you can find her.
and the
Any other
wanted.
details?
The wanted men? There's 5 men who are wanted. Criminals, outlaws. You want to look at the cheapest bounty or the biggest bounty?
Biggest bounty.
Alright. You see, there's a bounty on a character. His name is. Let's see. Biggest bounty. Alright. So, you found one? A man called Svetoslav. A foreigner. A brigand. He leads or is a part of a band of brigands or a small band of bandits or brigands, not certain, right? It looks like so. It just says outlaw leader or leader of outlaws. Head or dead or alive. A reward of it says award of 200 silvers has been placed on his head.
Oh, gee, that's tempting.
Mm.
Uh,
Any details
Let's
on where he
do it.
Last
operates?
seen it says last seen in the mountains to the north, right? Encamped in the mountains to the north.
oh, oh no, not the
Uh,
mountains. I think that's out of our league, guys. We don't have a lot. We don't have people for this.
Ooh, it sounds like a good adventure though.
So it's
it's good, but we have a
Svetoslav
small
the
crew,
warrior,
man.
right? A wanted man, a second level fighter in the mountains.
Ooh,
We
This
had more
band
people.
of bandits, right?
that sounds so tempting, but I don't think we have the men. All right.
Uh,
What
yeah,
about
I
the
think we
Let's
should
second?
go
hunt
for
him
the
down.
merchant's daughter.
Hang on. What about the second highest bounty?
The merchant. Oh, the second highest bounty.
Mm-hmm.
A witch. Her name is. Let's see. All right. So the witch's name is Mikasa.
All right.
She's supposedly part of a, you know, she was one of the scholars in the village, but she was actually, you know, a very bad scholar, right? A witch. She was doing some horrible things, right? Experimenting on people. She's fled the town with her uh, group of witches, right? Her I forgot what they call it, but
Coven.
yeah, coven, right? So they fled the town, and The last time they were seen was they fled north into the forested mountains as well.
Hmm.
So they're probably
All the
dwelling up
bad
there
people.
somewhere.
And what's the bounty?
So the bounty is for her head. It's gonna be 250 silvers. Um, and then actually this bounty is bigger. Sorry, the other bounty would be 400 silvers because he's a level 4 or level 2 fighter. So
Oh,
the fighters is
Oh,
400 silvers bounty. Let's see. Oh no, wait, level 2 only needs 200. Never mind. He's gonna be 250 for the bounty, so it's the same value. They're both 250. Yeah, just slightly more expensive
hmm.
because he's the leader. So they're both 250, but her group is a bunch of witches if you want to deal with spells, right?
nah. Nah, guys. Guys, these,
Yeah,
these we don't have enough large of enough party for these guys. I'd say we choose the let's lower our expectations, and I think we should go for the merchant's daughter.
I mean, they're human. You know, sleep is a good spell for a reason.
Yeah, but
They
you know,
also will
bandit
have it,
leaders
right?
have large bands.
They'll also have it. Yeah, that is true. Alright.
I think we should
Rick-
search
Do
for the
we,
merchant's daughter, guys.
do we know? Do we know how many? Do we know how many bandits were in that band though?
Say about a dozen men or so, right? In
Hmm.
Svetoslav's crew, right? Svetoslav's crew, it's a dozen men or so. So that's what the bounty says. But his head is wanted. His men's heads are not really wanted. It's just his.
If we had more people, guys, we could probably do it. But
Mhm.
There are also
I
bounties
say
on monsters if you want to look at these.
Yeah, sure. We'll look at those.
yeah.
Okay. You look at the uh, a few of the bounties on monsters in the area. There's 3 bounties on monsters.
Look at it.
One of the monsters that were spotted that need to be hunted down. These monsters have been spotted in the grasslands to the west, and they are. Let's see. Basically, there's a bounty on a lion to the west, mountain lions in the grasslands, right? Then they need to be hunted down.
All right.
Would you be interested in it? I can tell you the price.
Yeah.
What's the price?
Right. So the price, if you're interested in hunting down some wild cats, it's gonna be. It's a 75 silvers per head
Whoo!
if you can hunt them down.
Each.
Yeah, each head.
Hmm.
There's a heavy bounty on them. They've been causing a lot of trouble.
And how many are there?
They don't know. There's a lot of them, right? That's why they're an issue.
Oh.
They're overpopulated.
Yeah.
Okay. And
They usually
The
dwell in
Guys,
the
other-
mountains, but they've decided to start living in the grasslands too.
and the rest.
Huh?
What
Yeah,
What are
but-
the other 2 bounties on the other monsters?
Oh, okay. The other bounty is in the mountains, and it's a bounty placed on. Let's see. What you can only make out to be a troll, right? It says trolls in the mountains. Need to be hunted. They've been attacking caravans moving through the mountains.
Nah, we're
right?
not doing no trolls.
Nope.
Guys, I don't want to do the mountain lions either.
The final bounty is from the hills, if you're interested. The hill bounty is placed on. Let's see. There's a dangerous monsters to the south in the hills. Giants, hill giants,
Oh.
have been spotted. Right. Sometimes
You know,
they'll
I
approach the
wonder-
village from the south at night
Mm.
and just destroy farms, right, or hit the wall.
Guys, I think we have
Titans, right?
merchant quests.
I mean, the mountain lions sound good. I mean, you could sleep them. Seem very weak. So it's up to the party.
Bro, they're 3-hit dice.
It's up to the party.
What do you guys think? I vote for the merchant quest, but
Alright. I'll see
Quest.
a rookie as
it
well.
is up to you
afterwards,
guys. Yeah.
All right, merchant quest.
So we're 5 people.
Yeah.
Slowly, yeah.
At least.
She gets scared off from all the
eh,
lack of adventure here. She leaves.
eh.
We have sleep, guys, but
Yeah, ain't no dash.
um
What's the price for finding the merchant's daughter?
It's
it's
10
10
silvers.
silver.
That's all they can
Silver.
afford.
That's
That's 10
what,
weeks worth of work or wage.
2.5 silver for each of us if we. No, there's even more because
The daughter was last seen in their home in the village. They don't know who took her, right? But she's been missing. She might be in the village still.
Hmm.
And
I
how
think that's
old
our
is
best
she?
bet, guys.
How old was she?
She's a young teenager, maybe 13. She was kidnapped or something. She went missing.
Hmm.
Where was the
Well,
last place that they saw her?
She's been
at home.
missing for a month now, so she's probably dead. The bounty is on there for a month.
Hmm.
I say we check that out, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we could at least search. We might find something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the manpower
People,
for anything else really.
'cause people usually don't go missing like that.
Alright, to take the flyer off, you're gonna take this bounty?
Hmm.
Or do you want to leave it on the wall?
Yep. We could just
We will take
write
it.
it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
no
can
one
take it.
else can get this bounty if you take it, right? But if you fail, then no one ever will find the daughter. So, okay, where do you want to go to look for the daughter? You have the flyer now.
We'll go talk to the family.
Alright, so you find the address is on the paper, and you make your way to
Mm.
the home of the family. It's a merchant family. He's got a small home in the village, right? You knock on the door, and it's a two-story building made of wood, 15
Mm.
feet by 15 feet, very small, just kind of blends in with the rest of the many buildings. It's more of an apartment, right? He opens the door for you. Small house right here. There's a ladder that goes upstairs. And nods and says, "Ah, uh, what do I owe a group of soldiers the pleasure to? I did not do anything. Is there something wrong?"
No, no, it's quite all right. We saw the quest you had posted, and he'll like hold out the flyer.
Okay. He nods and says, "Oh, yes. My daughter has been missing for a month now. Have you found her?"
Well, that's kind of why we came to see if you could give us any information or her last known whereabouts or any people she might have had contact with, somebody that would want to take your daughter to cause harm to you or her.
Please come in. Let's talk over something to drink. Yes. And his wife is in the background. She sees you guys, and she opens, or she brings out some food and sets on the table. The table is very small. Only about two of you can sit at the table with him. The rest have to stand. So, my daughter, we saw her. The last time we saw her, she was gone for many days. She works a lot. She
Mm.
does weaving and basket weaving for the village. It is her trade. As a young lady, she helps bring home some money for our house. But that was the last time we saw her. And my wife is very worried. She's been gone for so
Mm.
long. At this point, the wife in the background seems pretty happy to see you, but also worried, right?
Mm.
When
Was she at work the last time you guys heard about her or
I
saw
believe
her?
so. Yes. But
Mm.
we asked her employer and her coworkers. They said that she would come home, right? Come back at night to sleep, of course. So they don't know where
Mm.
she is either. She's been gone for a very long time.
Have you spoken to any of the what's it called? You can the watch, like the local militia. Have you spoken to them?
Yes, yes. They are not very helpful. They
Mm.
said that they will keep an eye out for her, but they haven't said anything since then.
Did you
Mm.
have any enemies or somebody that wanted to cause harm to your family?
He kind of complies and tries to figure something out with you. He doesn't really understand, but then he nods and says, I suppose there was one time a group of soldiers. They came to my stall, were looking at my wares, and because I did not give them a good deal, they threw a fit and pushed my stall and left. But I don't think that would cause them to steal my daughter.
Did she have a bow? Did she have
She often wore
n-
normal attire, a dress, a hood, her shoes. She's a young lady, 13 years of age. She's maybe 4'8", black hair, short black hair.
Hmm. Um. Hmm.
We can offer you 100 coppers if you can find her.
We'll try our best. And
Try our best.
these soldiers, would you happen to know who they are? Their name? Or.
They were just a group of adventurers, I think. That's what they call themselves, fortune seekers.
Hmm. Did they have a name for their
Mm.
party?
They do not have a name, but I do remember some of them, what they look like. If you're interested, I can describe the man who was in charge of this crew.
Sure.
I believe one of them, he would wear a robe and a symbol around his neck. I think he worked for the church. They didn't ever tell me their names, but another one uh, was a scholar of sorts, heavy pack, or a spear. The one who pushed my stool, though, this one was a very bad man. He did not leave me be, but uh, he wore simply his tunic, a hood, a spear and sling and bag of stones on his belt. He was frustrated with me since I was offering him the standard price for items and he wanted to buy it for less.
Hmm. How old did he look?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, how old did he look?
Oh, he was young, maybe 20 years of age.
Hmm. Very well then.
But that was just
Did they have
hmm,
did they have a crest or an emblem or something that they carried with them? Something that could help us identify them more?
Hmm. Yes, the man with the symbol. What was it a symbol?
uh, symbol of the cross, of course. He was a holy man.
Hmm.
There was a group of 3 men who attacked my stall.
Hmm. Very well then.
And which one of these three was the leader?
The one with the spear and bag of stones and the sling. It has been just a couple weeks since they visited.
Oh,
Hmm.
and your daughter's been gone for over a month.
Yes, but they're the only ones who have issues with me, I think, in the village at least.
Hmm.
We can still talk to them, but
Your
Yeah.
daughter didn't have a lover, did she?
I'm not sure. I do not really go into her personal life too often.
could we get the address of where she worked at? We can ask there too.
Of
Hmm.
course.
Maybe retrace her steps.
Does the mother know anything really? Would the mother know anything about her personal life if she's willing to talk?
The mother's at the table too. She's not sitting, but she nods and says, uh, "Oh, what would you like to know? I will help as best I can."
Hmm. Well,
Did your daughter ever tell you of if she was in love with anyone?
There has been many times we have talked about who she would marry eventually, but she did not really talk about it too much. She was a good girl. She worked hard, came home, paid her rent, and that is it. She has never. She was loved. We love her a lot, and hope that she is safe at least.
Hmm. Did she want to be married?
Well,
Some.
she's coming of age. She was 13, and the
Hmm.
father nods. Yes, she was to be married soon, but that would not be until next year. So she
Hmm.
did not seem to have a problem with that.
Okay then.
And who was this person that she was supposed to marry? What is his name, and where does he live?
His name is Matthias. He is my friend's son. A good man. He works at the forge. Matthias is very quiet, but a very smart man, I believe. Young man. He's about 22 years of age.
Hmm. Um. What hours does your daughter usually get off from work?
Sunset, of course. Most of us come home from work at sunset.
And when does she usually get home?
Maybe a few hours, sometimes by sunset at latest, but usually right away. She usually goes straight to bed.
Hmm. Very well then. Do you guys have any other questions you want to ask?
No.
No, I
No,
think I
I'm
think we
good.
got out enough information.
Thank you. We'll do our best to find your daughter.
Alright, he thanks you for your help, and you guys leave his home. It's late afternoon by the time you leave. You've been there all day
But
talking
wait,
with the family. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask what her name is.
Her name
We don't
is.
have her name.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
right. You need her name for sure. Let's see.
Thank him for the drinks, obviously.
Yeah, food and drink was plentiful as you talked at their home. But the daughter's name is Toto.
But okay.
Yeah.
So guys,
Alright.
I think we should maybe investigate her workplace first. Ask some questions
Yeah.
there,
Well,
see if we can retrace her
I think
steps.
I think we should split up then. Cover more.
You
Um.
want to split up?
It's in town just to get information.
But what if we run into trouble?
I mean, I can handle myself
Yeah, we shouldn't split up.
No.
very well.
The point of being a
I mean,
party is
Dimly,
to
if you
be
want to
together.
split
So
up,
if you want to split up in
yeah.
separate parties and gather information separately and not be able to communicate or discuss your ideas, then that's fine too.
Dimly, I think we should stick together, bro.
Very well. Very well.
Yeah. Nothing
People
good
can be as
from splitting
treacherous
up.
as monsters can be.
Well, let's go to her place of work, and then we can see about Matthias over there at the forge.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think we should maybe go to the church and ask them about the man.
Yeah, get a description. Give them the description, see if they know about him.
Yeah. I don't think they have anything to do with it, to be honest, though. But
Well, they might not. They might not. They might know who the
I,
bad
I
guy
have
is.
a feeling she ran away with that kid, and
Yeah, Matthias.
that's what happened.
well,
Maybe.
all right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll head over to the. What did you work at? She did embroidery.
The weavers.
Basket
No,
work.
weaving. She did
No,
weaving.
Yeah,
she did
she did weaving.
weaving.
So you
Yeah.
can visit
Yeah.
the weaving workshops, the basket
Mhm.
shops
Yeah.
and
We'll
such.
visit that first.
You want to go to the market for this, or do you want to go to the actual workshop?
We'll go to the
Uh,
actual workshop.
Yeah, workshop.
Alright, it's late in the afternoon. Right, it's around 3 p.m.
How's
when you
Romero? You
visit.
had another idea?
Oh, go ahead.
no, no, no. Yeah, I was thinking we should hit her actual place of employment, not the market.
Okay.
So you go to where you think she works. You find where a bunch of baskets are sitting outside of a building, right? Where they're drying. But you go inside, and you see mostly women, but just one man, an old man, uh, doing various types of jobs, right? Some are cutting pieces of straw and such. Some are weaving, right? Some are cleaning, right? There's about, let me see how many workers are in here. There's 7 workers in here. One is a man. The others are all women. Half of the women are uh, older, and half of them are very young, right? So you walk inside, and the old man says, "One moment." And then he comes up to you, right? He sets down a tablet he's been writing over. Ah,
Mhm.
good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How may I assist you? Looking for a basket?
We're
What is your name?
My name is Carbix.
hmm, what was it? We are some adventurers. We were looking for a girl, and we heard this was her place of employment. Her name was
You're looking for a girl?
We're looking for
Her name was
Toto. She used to work here.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, Toto. She has not been at work for a month. She's gone. I believe she quit.
Hmm.
Oh, she quit.
Well, she just didn't come back to work one day.
Hmm. Well,
When
we're
was the
hoping.
last time you saw her? Exactly.
About a month ago, their parents came over a week later and asked about her, and I guess she's been missing ever since.
Did you notice anything off with her? Did she seem like she was nervous or she was in a rush the last time you saw her?
She came to work as per usual, doing her thing, working hard, leaving without a word after the shift was over. She was a good girl.
Does she
Hmm.
have any friends here?
She mostly kept to herself, but that young lady over there would be her closest friend. He points out one of the weavers who are not weaving right now. She's a very young girl, maybe 13 as well, or somewhere around there. So the other young girls are around 16, 18, right? So the youngest of them is who he points to, and she's simply cleaning, sweeping the floor
Okay,
of
I
yeah.
approach her.
Hmm.
Well, you're not allowed in.
We'll
The
follow him.
weaver
Oh,
pushes you back and
oh,
says,
okay.
"Sorry,
I,
Yeah.
sir.
I,
This area is off limits. You must stay outside. This is the workshop."
oh,
Hmm.
forgive me. I was becoming impatient. Could we speak with her? And then I point, with her friend. We just want to ask her a few questions. That's all.
He's kind of nervous looking, right? Because remember, you guys are a bunch of like mercenaries, right? He kind of
Yeah.
nods, and eventually another guy
I,
appears.
I,
Another male figure appears. This guy's a soldier, right? He's a personal guard in the workshop. Sees you guys and walks over to you and says, "Gentlemen, is there an issue?"
uh, no, we are just here to try to find out the if we can locate someone who has disappeared about a month ago.
Oh, hmm. You have a warrant or any papers, documents?
Show them the papers.
All right,
Yeah.
Show him
show
the
him
Show
the
them.
file.
flyer.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Toto. He looks at it. You're looking for Toto. Her parents already came
Yep,
this
yep.
way. She's been missing for a month. The guards came
Well,
here too about 2 weeks ago looking for her. What else do you
Hmm.
need to know?
Well, we just want to
Well,
speak to her friend, ask her a few questions,
Oh, and he looks toward
if that would be possible.
mhm. He looks toward the youngest girl, and he says, he calls her over. All right, Helena, would you be okay with speaking to these gentlemen here? She's sweeping. Then let me see how she reacts when she sees your group.
We,
She
we have
nods.
a woman as well, so
Okay,
hmm.
we
so
have to
she
be a meta.
nods. Yeah, yeah, one woman in the ranks, and the young lady comes forward, and the guard watches as the others get back to work. So you can see some of the girls are eyeing some of the men, right? Some of you are quite handsome, right, in your armor and weapons. Let's see. Um, so
I got
now,
16 charisma.
yeah, it's Goldrick, right? Most of them are attractive
So
too.
do I.
Goldrick is a bit more reputable, right, in the village. They've heard about
He,
him missing.
Yeah.
he's
I'm
he's
over.
a
I got
thief
the
with a
coat.
heart of gold. Ladies love that.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, uh, the young Helena comes to speak with you, right? Her friend.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "Hello."
Good afternoon. We wanted to ask you about Toto.
Oh,
Did,
okay.
did she ever speak to you about if anything was bothering her, or was she planning anything special before her disappearance?
She kind of like looks away and says, "I don't think Toto wants to be found."
Bingo, I say to myself.
Um,
Why would you
What
say
Uh,
what makes you say that?
go just like in the film noir right now.
Well, it's a promise we made to each other. I can't tell you.
well, you don't. How about this? If we can just actually locate where she is and find out that she's okay, we will not. We just want to tell her parents that that she is alive and well, and that's it. She won't have to worry about anybody finding her. But their parents need to know if she's okay. They're very worried, and they need to have some closure.
I'm sure she's fine. Toto's a smart girl, and plus, the man said that she would be fine as well.
The man?
Yes, there was a man who Toto spoke with a lot, but I can't tell you more than this. She told me not to tell anyone.
Was his
Was
name
his name Matthias?
Matthias? we
Yeah,
both
let's see.
me and Romero say it to say it at the same time.
Yeah, let's see. What's her reaction to hearing the name?
She doesn't know who that is. She shrugs. Matthias? I don't know who that is.
Hmm.
So it wasn't Matthias.
Oh, she
Mm.
was engaged to someone named Matthias who works over at the forge. That's what her parents told us.
Yeah, she would be
Does,
wed in about a year.
does that sound familiar to you at all, Helena?
No,
This gentleman that you spoke to that said that she was going to be okay. Did he work for the city guard or for the clergy?
no, he was really nice though. Very smart.
Do you remember what he looked like?
Yes, of course, but I'm not going to tell you. I just can tell you that she's safe. You don't have to worry
Hold on.
about
How
her
do you
anymore.
Go,
how do you know she's safe though?
Well, I don't, but
Lucas will pull Goldrick to the side. Hey,
Exactly.
Goldrick. I'll tell him quietly. How much silver do you have?
I have 4 silvers to my name.
All right. Uh, I can pitch in. Let's give her 2 silvers. Cough up the information. Of course, you got
Eh,
to do it though, because you're the charming one.
alright, Silver, you want to bribe her to betray your friend's trust?
no,
No, no, not betray your friend's trust, but
No.
like,
It's like
no.
they're like
I,
we don't know for sure if she's safe, and these are
I'll
just
approach her and go to her like this. Imagine that you had a child, and that child one day disappeared, and you don't know where that child went, what happened to her. You don't know if she's okay, alive or dead. You know, wouldn't you like to know at least if she's okay? Don't you think her parents deserve to know that?
She kind of breaks down and starts to cry a little bit and nods. She agrees. And she says to you, an old man, a very smart old man, would visit the basket shop, every day to purchase a single basket. Uh, and he says that he really liked her baskets in particular and took her to the north to make the best baskets to a town called uh, Castle Eagle Cliff. So he took
oh my
Oh
her all the
god.
jeez.
way there
oh my god.
to make the
Uh,
baskets that she would get rich and have her own house. Right.
oh, it looks like we solved the.
And she
Round
would
and
take
Um.
him to
round
go
she
work in the
Oh.
goes.
house.
Wait.
Oh damn.
I'll huddle everyone up together, guys. that castle. That's the home of a vampire.
This old
If
man.
Oh
yeah,
my.
I think the big thing in this region was the vampire up in the north in Shadow Lake.
Oh
When did
shit.
the old man visit? At what time of day?
Well,
If
we'll
you,
go back to her and ask her that. Yeah.
ask her that. You should ask her.
Uh, the man was a strange man. He was very smart and charming, but old, right? And he talked about different things, and he smelled always very weird, but he wore very bright colored clothes, like lavenders and reds, right, maroon. And he told her
That's a
that she
vampire.
could uh, see a different world, right, where people like him existed. That's far to the north, though, right, at the castle.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm
Well,
gonna ask her, like, how weird did this man smell? Like, was it any particular smell?
He
You can
smelled like
describe it as best you can.
strange scents, like spices and such.
He smell like
What
garlic.
was he really was he really pale?
Oh yeah, that's.
He was an old man. He wasn't exactly pale, but he was definitely old. He would wear
And what
fine
time of day
clothing,
would he come? Yeah.
fine feathered clothes. Um, he would come in usually right before she would leave for home, so in the afternoon.
Oh
Oh shit.
no. Oh god. No.
Would he?
I'm saying that all in my mind. I'm not,
Sure.
I look worried, but like, oh, okay. I looked at everyone
well,
else.
I go, well, gentlemen, I guess we know what happened.
Vampire. I say that like away to the group.
God. Well, do you guys
All
have
right.
any questions for her left?
Well,
I think we got
did he
a lot of
ever?
Yeah.
information out of
Did
her.
he ever show
Yep.
on a rainy day? Would he always be there, even on a rainy day?
All right. So the quest is kind of failed then automatically. You can't bring the daughter back anytime soon, unless you plan to go to Castle Eagle Cliff.
Oh my god.
Well,
I know.
the mother did say that at least she wanted to know what happened to her, you know.
Mhm.
I mean, we could always tell the parents this is what happened. And
Yeah.
But what if they ask
Yeah,
for
we
proof?
Well, we.
then they can
well, I mean,
they
we're pretty lawful, so they can take our word for it. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
suppose. But
I mean, we can
yeah,
tell them
this
this
is
is a
early,
story.
guys.
This is what was told to us by by a close friend of hers. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right.
So.
So you want
I
to go to
mean,
the family and tell them,
Mhm.
or I'll make it
yes.
real quick.
Yeah, we'll tell them
So.
and we'll tell them we won't take any payment because we didn't really find her.
Yeah.
We
What can
just
you
found information about her. So
Very
also
well.
hello?
You do visit the
Before we.
family. You tell them what you found, and
Mhm.
they will compensate you at least for your time. They pay you a single silver for finding out what happened to their daughter. Just for your services, so there's no bad feelings. All right, you got one
uh,
silver for that. Who wants to take it?
Anyway. Um.
let's give it
Well.
to Romero.
So a day of
Okay.
investigating, right? Romero ends up getting the coin.
Oh,
That's like
thanks.
a week's worth of
I'm
pay in
one
a day.
silver richer.
Um.
The average
So what
man
can you
makes a
tell me?
single copper a day, or laborer. The poorest laborer
Yeah.
makes a single copper a day. So for not really working, just asking for information throughout the whole day, you made, 10 times as much. But again, that's why you choose to be adventurers, because adventurers don't do these kind of jobs. They do something more dangerous for much more
Yeah.
rewards, right?
Well, I was expecting that twist, guys.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
All right,
what can you
shall
tell
we
me
try
about
another
the castle?
quest, or the day's ending?
Um.
guys, I don't think we
Okay.
have enough people
What
for
can you tell me
much.
about this quest for?
Yeah.
But what
Can we
quest?
just can we
The
just go around
authentication.
if we I'm sorry if we have time, can we just go around finding out all kinds of rumors? You know, putting in more time for research for, let's say, old ruins that you know that were in his from history or lore or anything. Old cemeteries, old old establishments.
Sure. Yeah. Um, where do you want to go talk to the locals?
I guess the bar would be the
Oh,
best place, right?
The tavern?
Yeah, the
the bar.
barkeep would probably be the a very good source of knowledge because
At
they
dusk, you
Yeah,
usually.
make your way to the tavern.
they
And tonight it's not
they
very
hear
busy.
everything.
Huh? Yeah. You guys
Oh,
stick
yeah, the
together.
barkeep.
Your group of alcoholics make their way to the bar for some drink and food. And you see 8 other
And
people
that's
there.
over.
They're just
Mm.
villagers. Some of them might be travelers, but it's hard to tell. And no one's wearing their equipment except you guys. There's a place to store your equipment if you want when you get to the tavern, like some lockers, I guess. There's a room for lockers to lock your gear away if you want. On the
Um.
way in the tavern, it's open drinking. If you want to get one of the lockers though, you have to pay the barkeep a single copper to get the key, or
Mm.
they open it and lock it for you. You guys want to stow your gear away? Otherwise, you have to leave it outside. No weapons are allowed in the tavern.
Um. Sure. It's a copper for each.
Yeah.
Or
Otherwise, you can go back to your camp, drop off your weapons there, and then come back to the tavern
yeah.
to drink.
Yeah. We'll just go to our camp, drop off our gear.
All right. So, you guys want to wear armor into town, or just wear your civilian clothes? Just tunic, shoes, brace.
Civilian clothes.
Civilian clothes.
I I I
Yeah,
I I don't wear armor, so
All right. Good to go. Yeah. Wearing armor, of course, makes you look different from the other people.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
now you
can
can
it
blend
can
in a little
intimidate.
easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In civilian attire, you make your way back into the village. Now people like look at you like normal. They don't just like either walk away from you, avoid you, right? Like in real life. Uh, if someone was military in real life, most people avoid you or might pay respect to you, right? But being that you guys look like freshmen or fresh recruits, right? You guys are not really veterans or anything. Maybe Goldrick is a little more experienced. He's a T2, second level thief, kind of the higher ranking adventurer of your ranks, right? So he's bit better known by at least the merchants and other adventurers. Okay, so you make way through the streets and into a tavern. You walk in, you're blending in quite well. Do you just all want to go to the bar together, or the bar's not very busy? There's also the tables if you guys want to get a table for your group.
Um.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll get a table.
Should we all? You can all either go to the bar and get drinks first, order some drinks, and then have a seat. Otherwise, the waitress could come to you. You can order drinks after that.
We'll go to the bar like that. We
Okay.
can
Yeah.
speak with the barkeep.
Or.
All right. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. So you make your way to the barkeep, right? It's a older, grizzled man. He's got a scar on his face, uh, short hair, a mustache, um, and he's wearing a very nice hat, nice pointed hat, black pointed hat with a feather in it. The rest of his clothes are uh, good clothes for serving alcohol. Right, he's got an apron on, he's got his sleeves rolled up, and a belt on and such. Very proper attire here. But he sees your group and goes on and says, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What are we drinking
Good
tonight?"
evening. I guess we'll have ale.
Ale? Very well.
I'll have some water.
Some water?
Something strong. And dimly says, the
Very well.
dwarf.
He goes on and gets to work. He starts with the first order, the ale, right? And he asks, "Who among you would like a pint of ale?"
I will.
If you look at the
I'll
menu, which
take
is
one as well.
on the bar, the ale is, or there's also a wooden plaque above that show all the orders you can order, right? The drinks you can order.
Mm-hmm.
And ale is one copper for a pint.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he brings, is it 3 pints? Who said they want one?
Romero will
Gold
take one as well.
Okay, Romero,
Goldrick.
and Gudrick takes one. Who else? Alright, that's it. So he's pouring some ale now. He brings you your
What I do
ales.
is I'll tell the barkeep. I'll reach into my bag and pull out a silver. I'll put it on the counter and say, "Listen, I want to open up a tab. Uh, here's uh here's a silver."
All right, you put the silver down. He writes. He opens up his. You can see like a. He's got like a book, right, and a quill. He sets it down, writes your name down, writes your, your tab down. So how much you can come back and get more money, or how much you owe. Right now you put 8 or 10, so 10 coppers down. So there's 8 left on your tab that you can get alcohol worth, right? So he assumes you're paying for the 2 drinks. Is that fine? Or do you want
Yeah,
Romero to pay for his own? Okay. So he
yeah.
marks that you have 8 coppers at his tape or at his bar now. That 8 coppers worth of alcohol you can get or get served. So -1 silver piece from you. There's 8 coppers that you're owed, right? Or 8 coppers worth of drinks you're owed still. But he brought you your pints of ale. The water is on the house. Um, he asked if you want cold water or hot water.
I will take hot water.
Right.
Ugh.
Water is on the house if you order a drink. So because your friend ordered drinks, you can have as much water as you want.
All
So
right, thanks. Thanks, guys.
they bring
Hello.
you
Oh, don't
a
drink too
pitcher
much.
or a thing of hot water, right? It's just like a bowl of hot water. You can use that to pour into your cup. He gives you a wooden cup. Um,
Okay.
that took about 5 minutes to get to your boiling water.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Didn't
eventually he
we?
goes into the back to get something strong.
Mhm.
And then
Didn't we look at
Fiametta, oh, go ahead, dimly.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, didn't we look at Lucas ordering the water and be like, might as well take a bath while you're at it?
Very well.
I
While you
might
guys are waiting
well.
for your drinks, you can talk with each other if you want. You're at the bar together.
So,
You guys
guys, I
want
think
to? Yeah, go ahead.
this week was a bust. We better try next week, but I guess we should
Yeah.
get some information here.
Sounds reasonable.
Everyone, it looks like everyone was sick this week. We don't have the manpower to do it much.
At least we've had. I've had some fun though. Uh,
I guess our reputation is
yeah.
intact.
I guess we get to spread. I guess we get to spread the, maybe spread our reputation. Go out. Talk among the common rabble.
Okay, so you just enjoy a night at the tavern. It looks like your drinks are brought.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he brings. It turns out, some liquor or uh, like a brandy for Dimly, and he brings wine for Fiametta. She ordered the wine, if that's all right. Let's see,
Yep,
just a cup.
it's all right.
All right.
Yep.
So the
Uh, I,
liquor. Oh, go ahead.
I asked the barkeep, a man of in your position has probably heard all kinds of tales. Uh, have you heard any outrageous tales out here of any old ruins or you know or old castles, from way back in the day?
Let's see how he responds. He kind of nods his head and says, "I've heard of a few. Are you looking for one?"
Uh, yes, we are adventurers, and we're always seeking new places to delve into.
Well, one of the most famous castle ruins is north of here. Uh, the castle of Eagle Cliff. It overlooks a very poor village out there in the mountains. I've never been there myself, but the village, I hear rumors, anyone coming from there. It's a dreadful experience. Don't visit. Full of sickly and ill people. But there's an old castle there, if you're interested. It's in ruin, though. It overlooks the village.
Hmm.
Have you ever been to that village?
Uh, I've passed through the region during my time in service. We patrolled those mountains for about a year.
What kind of creature did you encounter in those mountains?
Our mission was simple. We were clearing the road to Castle Eagle Cliff. So we patrolled the road through the mountains. and make sure it was safe for travelers to continue travels on their journeys from that village to ours. We encountered all sorts of trouble in those mountains, from diseases to barbarians, from strange flying beasts. I once also saw, very close up, a dragon on one of the mountainsides. It adored us, but it was many years ago, in my youth. It was seen from a distance. Red dragons. They hunted groups. That night was a horrible night. We stayed up all night after seeing those dragons. None of us slept that night.
That's truly an amazing story.
The castle ruins, I've never seen them myself, but I've met comrades that have returned from the village. They would make trips to the village. I've only gone as close as military camps stationed near the village, but never was allowed to go to the village. Too many people were getting sick. They say that the
Oh,
village is sickly, cursed, haunted, perhaps. But it's required for us to be their friends. They need to trade with us. They have access to the sea, which allows us easy travel. The port's easy travel to, of course, is Citadel. Without the castle, we won't be able to transport goods across the sea and to the Citadel Dornan with ease. It's a
so
shortcut.
how do people manage to make trade with those people who have diseases? I mean, do they have a special remedy that they take for
Not
to
everyone in
combat
the village
such
is
thing?
sick, but yes, we are careful. Those who do visit often get sick, but it's not as if you cannot recover from the ailment. Uh, it's mostly airborne diseases, coughing, uh, spreads quite quickly if you don't wear the proper clothes to protect yourself and keep yourself free of diseases, deadly disease. Wash your hands, clean your gear, take baths.
Take baths, really? Oh,
What about the castle itself, Castle Eagle Cliff? Is that abandoned, or there's a lord that resides over that?
The castle was once occupied by the lord of those lands. Uh, the castle fell to ruin many years ago. We're not certain of the history behind the castle, but we know that the village no longer dares approach it. It's very dangerous.
Mm.
But the lord is still there, correct?
No, the lord
Oh,
resides in the village now. They have a small manor dedicated to their lord. But the castle is
okay.
merely kind of just a landmark of the village. It puts the village in shadows, though.
Mm.
And they say that brings a great curse on them. Due to it being in the way, a lot of the farmland can't properly see daylight.
Mm. And about how many people live there?
Close to
You,
500 or so. Not as much as our village. Our village has around 1,000 people,
mm.
twice as many as theirs.
Thank you.
do
I'll look
uh,
to the party and I'll say in a low voice. Yeah, guys, that place is there's definitely vampire there.
And generally, he still hasn't been served yet, so he's just sitting there waiting.
I agree. That's probably filled with those creatures of the night.
Alright, well, after you all have had your drinks, do you guys want to spend more time at the tavern? Talk with more locals or the tavern keeper some more? He has to work still too, of course.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Do you guys want to ask about the Westapole? See if we can find some information about that.
Sure.
Sure. It's a
Maybe
tomb,
gauge
right?
how many levels are in there. Yeah.
It's a tomb, right? So maybe going to the church might be a good idea to discover its history.
Sure, but it's not as fun talking to priests and drunk people.
That is true. That is true. And they don't seem to have. I have a friend of mine. His name is what is it? Lorenzo. He's such a stickler on his drinks. He doesn't know how to have a good time.
Well, it's up to you guys.
Whatever you want to do.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. So, sure. We'll head there.
Alright, so what does your party want to do?
How many churches are there in town total?
In your village, there might be a few churches, right? One dedicated to God, it's the largest temple, and there might be another temple dedicated to Yahweh and Allah, right? Smaller temples.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess from what I'm hearing from the party, well, also is Alpha asleep?
No.
Okay, I thought I heard you snoring earlier. Never mind. In that case, I guess we'll head towards the largest church.
Alright,
Yeah.
so we'll take a break here. Take a 5-minute break. You guys have spent a lot of time at the tavern and rest here.
How far are we into the game?
We're about 2 hours in.
Hmm.
Alright, I'll
Damn.
see you guys in 5.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
You guys
that's
want to
pretty
wrap it up
far.
after the church?
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Bro, that daughter though, oh my god, like why? Why?
She's definitely either a sacrifice or she's gonna be like one of those weird vampire wives, man.
Oh
She's
Jesus.
probably a vampire spawn now.
One
You know
of
what?
many.
Because
Yeah.
The blood of a
Oh,
virgin.
yeah, because
oh,
remember Ekin telling us there was a vampire in this
oh,
region.
that's right,
So
bro. Oh, this.
Creepy old man. You know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was very trustworthy, bro. He
Shows
was,
up
he was
every.
smart. Smelled kind of funny, but he was smart.
He just wanted a cupcake, man.
well, to be honest, we could technically kill a vampire at basic level. The problem is
He
actually
wanted a
getting there and
cupcake.
getting through his castle.
He wanted a cupcake after hours, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
vampires usually don't fight on their own. They have
Well, the
spawn.
vampires sleep during the day, so if we can sneak into his chamber and kill him in his coffin with the wooden stake, because they sleep
Trust
during
me.
the day, so we can
Yeah,
kill him like that. But the problem is
trust me.
getting through his castle and the
Yeah, he's not.
everything
And fucking
else.
He's not
maneuvering
gonna
through
be.
it.
He's not. Yeah, he's not gonna be sleeping on the first floor, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. So I mean, theoretically, we could do it, but I don't know, man.
And their castles go up, but these motherfuckers go down.
So
Yeah.
vampires are undead. So I wonder what other type of creatures will reside
Wait,
in
okay,
the undead
so
lore.
charisma, is that a what do like the priest class or the clerics,
Priests,
what did they, is it charisma?
they use wisdom.
Oh, wisdom. Fuck, what's
Hmm.
my wisdom, bro? Let's see.
Well, use charisma just to talk to anyone. Charisma is always used for good reaction. So charisma's
Well,
probably
I
the
mean,
best.
I have a 13 wisdom. I could probably reclass.
Why would you want to reclass though? To be you can always roll up a new character and make them a cleric.
Bro,
That could be
so vampires have church type F in their lair.
they have what?
It's church type F in their lair.
Type
Well,
F?
I didn't know
Yep.
what to go with, bro, because I have a 13 strength with this character and I have 13 wisdom.
Treasure type
So
F.
that's what.
They usually
Yep.
have
It's
7,700 silver on average.
it's 20% for 2d12 gems,
Listen,
10% for 1d12 jewelry, and 30%
yeah.
for 3 magic items.
What we do
Oh.
next week when we have a bunch of guys, everybody
Are we
gets
seriously going to the castle? No,
Go
no,
to
dude,
I
we're
want to go.
not
every,
going to
You
the
know,
no,
castle.
no,
I want
listen to everybody gets silvered pikes. Everybody goes with silver pikes.
Nag, we can't afford it. We're still poor nags.
Yeah, we're poor.
we got to grind a little bit more.
I want to go
Yeah,
to the
that's true.
castle. The thing
That's true.
about castles is that the dungeons is that they might be expert level, but they're not gonna be like. That just means they go deeper than like fourth level.
Yeah, we can also
So,
check out the cavern too,
third level.
but I think we should take care of Westapool first.
Okay,
I think
hear me out, guys. Hear me out. So, mountain lions, right? 75 silver a head. We kill like 3 or 4. Cash
All we
out.
need is one. All we need is one to just,
We're just we want two
because
tops, bro. Two tops. Two
Yeah.
heads.
if we
Look at.
survive them,
Oh,
yeah.
we should hire a hunting band. You know, like if we have magic users that can cast sleep, then they'll be out.
All we
Yeah, if
need,
we
bro.
had if we had more people,
All we need
we
to
could
do
do
is
it. But
find like. All we need
Yeah.
to do is find not an adult mountain lion, but like a juvenile mountain lion. They said 75 a head, bro. They didn't say it had to be a full adult. All right.
Well, they eventually grow into adults, so I'm assuming it's still the same price per head.
yeah,
Well, that's what I'm
well then
saying. That's what I'm saying.
the number appearing is 1d4, but they're having problems, so it's probably gonna be more than a d4.
Overpopulation. We might come across an entire layer. Well, even the layers are 1d4, right?
Yeah, we
Well,
would need at
and they're
least a large
one
band just
before
to
in their
be
layers,
safe.
but mountain lions hunt by themselves. They don't hunt in packs, so they may have a layer, but usually they're encountered, on their
Yeah, like
own.
if you catch it out, if you catch it by itself, before it makes it back to the layer, then you're kind of, you're golden.
Yeah, they always pursue fleeing prey though, so don't think about running away. They can move quickly with
Bro,
their look
that's
at.
how we set the trap. That's how we set the trap, bro.
Oh yeah,
I
get like
heard
bear.
I heard they like dwarf meat too, so
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Uh,
it's been about 5 minutes, so let's resume. You have
mhm.
rested at the tavern, you have discussed and planned, and the night is passing by. Right? Do you want to just move on to the next day and try to see if you can get a bit of golden glory the next day, or something else?
So what do you guys think?
No,
You guys want to try the mountain lion thing? At least try to get one.
we don't. I don't think we have time, but
no, we don't have time.
we could at least maybe we could wait till the next day and at least see if there's any new flyers up.
And I think we should just go to the church and just call it a week, guys.
Yeah, be farmers.
Yeah, we don't have enough party members to really do much. At least without not without casualties.
All right, that's fine.
Alright, in the morning, you go to church. Alright, you visit the larger temple in the town or the village. What do you want to do
Yep.
here?
Um, are there any like scholars for the church
Acolytes?
or yeah. Sorry, yeah, acolyte.
Sure.
That
Yeah, you
really.
walk in. You can find the temple is mostly empty right now. There are a few acolytes. Uh, they're in prayer here, offering service, right? But no one else is here except for a few villagers. So there's a handful of acolytes here if you want to talk with one, and there's 15
Mm,
villagers in prayer at the benches.
um, we'll ask. I mean, politely, not gonna barge in, but are there any that know of the history of Tomb Westafu?
You approach an acolyte, right? This is a young acolyte, new, you know, a new holy man at the temple. You ask him if he knows the history of Westapu, and he's like, Westapu? Sorry, what is that?
Hmm. Sorry. In that case, I'll just um, if he doesn't know it, then I'll just move on, or at
You
least
want
go.
to talk
I'll
to a
go back to
different
the party.
acolyte? Or there's
I'll go
also,
back to the
you can
party.
ask to talk with the priest.
Yeah, I'll talk to the priest in that case.
Alright. You ask to talk with the priest. Let's see if you get an audience. You're a dwarf. You're not
Yeah.
religious.
Or well,
Alright.
yeah, I'll go back. Can
They
I
say you
go
can,
back to the party?
they say you can stay here till the priest arrives, but the priest is not, you know, just suddenly appear, right? So they ask that you stay here and wait for the priest to come.
Mm-hmm. Goldrick, do you want to speak to him? You know, I'm a dwarf. They don't like
Sure.
me. All right.
I said, well, when the priest is available, yes, we would like to speak to him, and if he could be available sooner, it would benefit us greatly, and we would appreciate it.
Alright, they nod and they tell you just to have a seat, right, and wait till the priest
Okay.
arrives. Are you guys okay with waiting for the priest?
We're gonna have to.
All right,
Yeah.
your group of men just have a seat on the benches, and you wait a few hours. 6 hours
I
go
suppose we'll
by.
pray too.
Okay, some of you pray, some of you get hungry and tired of waiting. But 6 hours
Mm.
went by. Is that fine?
Um.
6 hours
Yeah,
of your
Oh,
we
life
ain't got
just
much to do.
yep.
sitting in the temple. You sit there, there's a bunch of, young men, soldiers, right, just hanging out the church all day. People coming in and out for prayers or for service or whatever, right? It is questions, concerns. Here to help, here to volunteer, provide help, right? Um, all kinds of folk will visit the temple throughout the day for nothing very serious. But 6 hours come by, and finally, one of the acolytes tells you that the priest is here and is wanting to speak with you.
Alright, it's you, Godric.
Okay. We
He
proceed,
takes
folks.
you to the priest. The priest is found in a smaller chamber, his bed chamber, right, slash office. You see a shelf here, his bed, table, desk, right, and there's nowhere to really sit. You all just kind of stand, and he says, "Let's go talk in the mess hall." Right, he takes you to the mess hall in the temple. Long table, many seats. You all have a seat. And he asks what he can do for you today, right?
Go ahead, Dim.
Hmm. Well, we've been searching for some knowledge that we're hoping that you would know about a local ruin dungeon of sorts. Oh, Tomb of West.
Oh, where's the boo? The ancient tomb west of here. Yes,
Yes. Uh,
I know
we
of
were
it.
hoping. Hmm. We were hoping to know if you were willing to share some information or any of the information you know about it.
The old priest, right? He's bald. He's got a mustache. It's mostly gone, and he just kind of rubs his chin and nods. Yes, yes. Uh, what could I tell you about Westable?
Hmm. Well, we were hoping to know if you knew how deep it goes
Hmm.
for when it was around.
Kind of shakes his head. From what I've heard, and I've not heard much, but the Tomb of Westable is apparently this stronghold built under the ruins. I don't exactly know how far down it goes, but I suppose you might ask adventurers who have been there. Many can be found at drinking establishments such as the Red Cardinal. A lot of them frequent it.
Hmm.
I'll lean over to Godric Romero. I think he's talking about us.
Yeah. um. Well,
Uh,
has he heard of any old like legends or like what you call rumors about the tomb itself?
He nods and says, although it's ancient, we believe that there might be something of value there that our temple could use. We believe that the ancient people of our land, although they might have not followed God, they were definitely good folk and practiced the old ways. There could be, although not exactly holy, certain magic items, uh, items of great sorcery that could perhaps benefit our village and our temple. There be some certain rods or staves that were built in the old times. Most of them might be stored under the ruins. You might be able to find them. Bring them here. They're not exactly clerical or magic weapons of any sort. They are magic, but they can be used by any caster. Rods of cancellation. You might have heard of these. Can be found in those ruins. All kinds of weapons that fight off sorcery of the old days. We believe
Hmm.
if you can find some of these, our temple would be of great debt to you, and will pay you well if you bring back some of these magic relics.
that sounds good.
Does he offer
Uh,
us a price, or does he just say that it's a reward?
There's a particular one we want, rods of cancellation. They can help remove curses, great curses, evil curses. evil spells, right? And these rods of cancellation, we will pay you well for them. We'll pay you about 100 silvers for each rod of cancellation you bring back.
Hmm. And
It's not bad.
how many? Do you know how many there are that have been here, or just of their existence?
I just heard that they might exist there. Um,
Hmm.
I have a question for you, Father. With regards, we heard about a place called Eagle Cliff Castle, and there seems to be a lot of mystery over there with regards to diseases, and some people even may think that there may be a lot of undead or vampires over there. Do you have any books on how to combat these creatures, these vampires and undead?
books? No,
Any
I do not
tomes?
own any books, but I do possess knowledge on how you might combat these undead. Poor, the poor village to the north, under the castle, has suffered greatly over the years, and many of us have sent uh, help, holy sanctuaries, and groups of holy men to help perhaps ease their suffering. But it has been of no avail, unfortunately, and I believe the rumors might indeed be true. Uh, Many of our clerics have come back to report a great number of undead creatures that haunt the village, particularly the great fog that surrounds it, clouds the mountainous hills in which it sadly resides in, surrounded by. There are very horrible things there. I feel so bad for those poor villagers. Uh, the only thing you can do, if you really need the help of our temple, is please hire some of our clerics. They will often visit the tavern, offering their services to adventurers. They will have knowledge and the skill to fight off evil. Their faith is the strongest weapon, but other weapons you might have heard are very effective, such as wooden stakes, holy water, salt, silver tipped weapons, and so on. Fire can help as well. Lots of different things you might use to combat the evil dead, but there are clerics I highly recommend you bring with you if you do plan to travel there sometime soon.
Hmm.
Father, would you have a list of the best clerics that you could recommend us to try to seek out for assistance?
One of our best, who have left the temple over a month ago, is of House Iyubi, Hakon the Adept. He has been constantly venturing out to the ruins west of here.
Ah, yes, I am familiar with him.
Oh yeah, we know him.